Hello there and welcome to this special program on Japan. For decades, Kenyans have known the Asian giant for its advanced technology as well as the vibrant motor vehicle industry. What they may not know, however, is that citizens here face challenges more or less similar to those faced by Africans. In this program, we bring you the story of a multimillionaire tomato farmer as well as the story of Japanese wedding culture and later a Kenyan working, married and living in Japan. Welcome to the story of Japan in Kenyan eyes. Japan has one of the highest forest or tree cover in the world that goes up to 67%. Kenya is still struggling to meet her 10% target, currently standing at about 7%. Most Japanese workers are in the formal, industrial and technology sectors, with a smaller segment of the population in the agricultural sector. As such, to satisfy her 120 million population food needs, Japan has to import a variety of food products. It is therefore big business for those who dream to grow food locally. Now, this is Hokotashi in Ibaraki Prefecture. That is to mean Hokota City in Ibaraki District. It's about 100 kilometers away from Tokyo, the capital city of Japan. And you're here to see how the farming is being carried out. We will be meeting Mr. Ken Ito, one of the farmers, whom we are told has invested at least 100 million shillings, or rather, that is 100 million Japanese yen to get into his investment. Come with me.
Konnichiwa.
How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you.
I'm fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Show me your farm.
Dozo.
So this is it. Take this side.
Okay.
Right now we are inside one of the greenhouses, an establishment that you are told could have cost about 30 million shillings 3 decades ago. And from the look of things, the technology we see here, we are told that it is the latest in Japan. It is an investment that Mr. Ken Ito says that from each of these plants, he can harvest for at least 10 months. This is far different from what we've seen in Kenya, where tomatoes are only available for harvest for a given period of time in a season.
私40年前にスタートしまして
I went to an agricultural college and started farming 40 years ago. At that time, the technology was not advanced as it is now. Japan land is limited, and I took that into consideration. I started focusing on how I could produce more quality and quantity so that I can make more money from the small piece of land. This is why I implemented the new technology of farming tomatoes.
In this greenhouse, the decent plant rows tell of attention to detail that has been invested. The soil and manure covered with carpet materials that help conserve moisture in the soil. One of the special aspects about Ken Ito's farm is that he's producing his own source of fertilizer. Unlike in Kenya where we get to engage in commercial fertilizer, for Mr. Ito, he's using the remains from the forest. These are forest leaves as well as the rice husks. He has put them here, and he tells us that it takes about 2 years for it to decompose and become ready for use in the farm.
This fertilizer does not have animal waste. It's very clean and you can eat it. This fertilizer is low on nutrients, unlike the animal waste, which has high nutrients level, which is too much for the greenhouse.
one more thing that you have seen that is very unique is that instead of using the commercial sprays, the chemicals that are used to get rid of diseases and also to protect tomatoes from pests, he is producing his own kind of solution that you've seen him spraying the tomatoes inside there. This is sourced from the natural occurring substances, some of them that you can eat, and that is why it becomes so easy to even just pluck or pick a tomato from the farm and eat it directly without having to clean it. Yes, we wait for it to come in. From his farming, he is able to raise revenues of up to 60 million shillings a year, the running costs estimated at 30 million, while his salary stands at 10 million shillings from the farm, a value we are told is more than decent in Japanese economy.
The highest running cost is the labor and the maintenance cost of the greenhouses. I pay myself 10 million, but that is not the profit.
From the farm, Ito takes us to his house, which is about 200 meters away. He leads us to a store where packaging of the ripe tomatoes happens. Here, he packages for a chain of supermarkets. Each tomato valued at about 100 Kenya shillings. Ito's passion for tomato farming is more exemplified by his rich tomato menu. His wife takes us through different menus of tomato, including these which they call tomato tempura, slices of the vegetable immersed in wheat flour and later deep fried. We are later overwhelmed with the tomato menu. While sitting at a table, we have to sample beyond our fill. Ito, now aged 58, hopes to hand over the farming business in 7 years' time to his eldest son, who is now 28.
私の息子です。
My son, he's his son.
Oh, amazing. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Ryo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. My name is Sam.
Sam です。
You're
My name is Ryoma.
Yuma.
Ryoma.
Ryoma.
Dioma.
Ryoma.
Amazing. Your name is so similar to what we have in Kenya, Juma, but yours is Dioma.
ケニアにジュマっていう名前があるんですけど、それとすごく長いが似てますね。
美味しいんだけど、龍馬。
So, how is farming here?
農業どうですかって。
農業楽しいですよ。
It's fun.
Okay. So, Mike? He's also training a group of young men interested in venturing into large-scale farming, all of them university graduates in agriculture.
多分今農業で
I have trained over 30 farmers. Currently, I have 2. The training period is 2 years, and after the training, they start their own tomato farming, and they are doing it well. Tomato farming is best thing in my life, and I really love it as much as my wife.